What are the risks associated with buying property in Dubai? Now, I'm not making this video like those other videos that you've seen before where we try to sugarcoat anything, because I see so many of them. 5 reasons to invest in Dubai. Tax, weather, safety. We've heard it all before, we know, okay? Especially if you've been watching any videos on Dubai. I wanted to give you a really honest and open video where I'm just discussing a few topics and where I see the risks and potentially you losing money as an investor in the Dubai market. And it's so easy to avoid by just working with the right people, but you know, some people just want to do things on their own, which I understand. They think they can take the initiative and figure it out by themselves, but let's be honest, it's not always that plain sailing, especially if you don't know the place. What's going on, guys? My name is Joe Butler. I'm here bringing you the most informed real estate content in Dubai. I'm here helping investors secure the most profitable projects and properties in Dubai. We have 3 core pillars of the business. Number 1, sourcing high quality off-plan properties from developers in undervalued locations. Number 2, renovation projects, so buying and flipping, probably seen that as well. Number 3, very unique, off-market sourcing, so finding properties before they get listed online and before they're available to the general market. But anyway, you can find all that information about how to contact me below. Let's get into the video. So everyone talks about how much money can be made from properties in Dubai. I see it all the time, everybody promising the world, okay? I'll be honest, there is still a lot of money to make in Dubai. Because a question I got asked, am I buying at the peak of the market? Now you only have to look at the price per square foot. In Dubai, which is around 1,420 something, to be precise, but it's around 1,420, okay? Dirhams per square foot. Now, that's around £350 per square foot. If you go and look at the average price per square foot in what's classed as premium locations in like the UK, like central Manchester or let's say central Liverpool, you know, you're looking at between £400 to £600 per square foot, okay? But with Dubai, look at what you're getting for your money. Look at the city, look at the infrastructure, look at the safety. I know we said about safety before, but look actually what you get for your money. So I think Dubai is heavily undervalued still, and it's got a long way to go. But it is growing at a rapid rate, and a lot of people are wondering, you know, am I paying the right price for a property? Am I going to lose money? Am I going to make money? And that's why you have to just be a little bit careful and do a little bit of data research. There are many websites, DXB Interact, Property Monitor. There are all the transactions and public data is online for you to go and see and average out the price per square foot in different locations and see if it would work, right? I'll give you an example. Let's say JVC. We know that the price per square foot is currently sitting between 1,200 and 1,400 dirhams per square foot for a good property. So if you buy a property that's 2,000, 2,300 dirhams per square foot, but maybe you're getting an incredible payment plan, for example, just know that you're overpaying. Just know that what that price is that they are setting is maybe a potential for the future, but it could be 3, 5, 10 years away yet, you know? So just because they have something like an amazing payment plan does not make it necessarily a good investment. Just be careful with that. Okay, another risk, unrealistic expectations. What expectations do you have coming into the Dubai market? Don't come in here and just think, this place is going to make me fortunes. This place is going to make me millions. Don't get me wrong, it can. But if you're coming in with a smaller budget, now I don't mean, let's say 1 million dirhams is not a lot of money, because it is, especially to some people in the world, it's a lot more than others. But like, even for me, I still respect the fact that 1 million dirhams is a lot of money to a lot of people, including myself, right? I'm not going to be snobby. If you're coming into the market with 1 million dirhams, don't expect to make 40%, 50%, 60% ROI on your money when you're buying an off-plan project or even buying something ready. You know, that kind of appreciation is made in the much like more niche segments of the market. Luxury properties, branded residences, flipping villas, that kind of niche, right? So if you are coming into the market, you have to set your expectations right so you're not like mildly disappointed. You know, if you can make 25%, 30% from a property flip in your country, let's say for $500,000, $600,000 or whatever that is in pounds, then I would stick to that country, because you're not going to make that in Dubai. For example, you know, when we do the property flips, we don't really deal with anything less than 10 million dirhams. Okay, sorry about the currencies chopping and changing, but in dirhams, we don't deal with anything less than 10 million right now in the property flips. Why? Because we see it harder to make money. You know, the markets are getting a little bit saturated within the sort of 4 to 6 million dirham range now. There's a lot of competitors. So we say we go for the higher end. So again, just need to set the expectations right so you don't come in here and then be mildly disappointed that you didn't get those unrealistic goals that you wanted because somebody's maybe false promised you along the way. You've seen these big 10%, 20% ROI things and you've just been blindsided to think that's with everything. It's not. Just be careful, but you know, do your research. Risk 3, wrong location, purchasing in the bad location. I don't actually think there's a bad location anymore in Dubai. For example, Damac Hills 2. I used to hate that area because, you know, I thought so far away, who the hell would want to live here? And I say I hate it, I then eventually went there. I was like, actually, the community is very nice. I like the Damac communities. That's without a doubt. I really think they are, you know, nice communities. But the location is considerably far away. But then we saw launches like the Valley, and then, you know, basically just gradually moving back and back and back and back. So then I started to wonder, like, well, actually, these locations are not that bad. Now, there is a far location and a bad location, all right? So Damac Hills 2 is a far location, but the location, like the community within the location, makes up for its distance, right? A bad location would be somewhere with like terribly poor infrastructure, terribly, you know, like, for example, there's parts of Al Farjan. Al Farjan is a great area for transportation and getting around, right? But there are certain parts of it which are really run down, and let's say, you know, you're situated in between a road and a building, and then it's not a very glamorous area, and you're just kind of blindsided by the brochures that you've maybe sent. You just need to be careful, go and do a bit of due diligence, go and do your homework, go and visit the area. That's what I do for all of my clients. I'll go and visit them first. Like I said, Al Farjan's a fantastic location, and there's fantastic parts within Al Farjan. You know, I've been looking at villas for myself recently over there. I think it's an amazing place. However, there are certain parts of it which are just like, ugh, God, I'd hate to live here. Then you've got places like the marina. You know, within the marina, you might get a building and it's caught in the traffic trap. And you wouldn't know that until you've been there and researched it, you know, and then all of a sudden it takes you 45 minutes on a Friday night to get out. So all of these things are to consider, okay? But again, that's just about you doing your due diligence. If you've never been to Dubai, maybe it's worth visiting. If you really, you know, want to do a remote investment, that's where you'd ask me, because we have full case studies on all the locations before we actually go ahead and pick anything for a client. Bringing us on to risk number 4, poor developer selection. Now, there are newer developers in Dubai, and there is an influx of, I mean, thousands of developers now. Everyone's trying to get a piece of the pie. So it's about being selective. You know, I've worked with many new developers in the market, but if they're a new developer and they've never done anything elsewhere, and it's just like a new joint venture with, you know, one guy bringing some money and one guy selling some land, and they're just coming together and they're building a building, I would question that. I would think, what's the credibility of them? Are they just going to outsource everything? Do they just want to make a quick buck? All of these questions I would be asking. I only work with developers that, first of all, have a credibility track record overseas. If they don't have one in Dubai, if they have one in Dubai, great. If you want to go play it really safe, you go with all the big developers, Imar, Shoba, Damac, you know, the list goes on, right? Ellington, Miras, Nikhil. But then if you want to go for a newer developer in the market, you just have to be a little bit, you know, more considerate, like, and see what they've done, okay? You know, be open-minded as well, you know, because some of these newer developers, we've seen them offer way more luxury, you know, for a cheaper price, because they're trying to make their mark in the industry. They're clearly making less profit, but they want to benefit from actually, you know, more of an audience. So what I'm saying is that you want to be going for the good ones, okay? Even if they're new, they can still be amazing. Just check their work, do your due diligence, don't buy from the wrong developer, and then, you know, you'll kind of get an idea of that from when you're contacting them. Are they giving you good, you know, communication? Because a lot of developers don't in Dubai, but just try your best for that. Now, these are the risks that are presented, but there is a solution to all of this. How do you avoid it? Well, the most obvious is working with trusted professionals, whether that be me or another broker. I would hope that if you've watched all this video, it would be me. My contact details are below. You can see that we have a very rigorous process when we're working with our investors. From start to finish, we offer an A to Z solution of how you can invest in the market. We build strategies. We work with our clients long term. Communication is A star. We don't delay our messages when we send them back to yourself. You know, we're always there to help out. I've worked with my investors for many years now from all over the world, UK, US, Europe, the list goes on, and everyone has been happy with my service so far. Inshallah, it'll continue to be like that because I do a great job. Like I said, we've got 3 core pillars of the business, and I'm looking forward to hopefully helping you out as well. All my contact details are below. Just click on the link and get in touch. And aside from that, if you don't want to use me, then good luck in your investment. That's fine. I hope that you win in the market and you enjoy the fruits of this amazing place. That's all for now, guys. Thank you very much.